Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bedford. How are you doing? Ooh, hello. Let's start that again. My heart works. It's good. You needed that adrenaline burst, didn't you? Right, there's nothing like a watermelon martini and some unexpected loud noises to really get your adrenaline pumping. Right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bedford. How are you doing tonight? Woo! You're doing pretty good, but I know I've kind of ambushed you and surprised you because the show just suddenly started whilst you had sat down having a chat, waiting for something to happen, and this is the thing that's happening. So before we start the show, let's find out in the traditional way, by the raising of hands, how many people have never been to the Bedford before. If it's your first time, raise your hands now. Okay, so I'd say about half the room. Welcome down. For the benefit of those who've never been here before, oh, hello. The top end, I thought the top end had gone off my ears, but that's a musician joke. It's not really a joke, is it? Statement. For the benefit of those of you who've never been here before, let me explain what's going to happen tonight. The first thing you will have noticed when you came through these double doors, there was no door entry fee for coming in. All of the artists tonight are giving their time, their talent, and their energy for nothing. However, in return, now that we've got you all in here, we're going to ask each and every single one of you to pay something expensive and valuable to be here, because we're going to ask you all to pay attention. Now, yes, but that's not the cheap option, ladies and gentlemen. That's the expensive option, because tonight, all of these artists, eclectic, diverse, and brilliant though they are, will be performing for you, and all you have to do is to sit back, relax, support the artists by giving them your full attention and not talking through the songs. A lot of the set will be quite acoustic. There will be some louder moments, but we do ask you still to support the artists. If you do need to have a chat, do any networking, have a bit of a catch-up with anyone, the saloon bar will remain open throughout the evening, and we have also cunningly placed an interval just at the end of the second half and a fraction before the beginning of the second half, during which you can talk as loud as you can. Second thing we should tell you about, well, actually, maybe we should do the emergency procedures. In the event of an emergency, the emergency exits are to my left. Right, in the event of a microphone not working, I'll pick up another one. Right, so in the event of an emergency exit to the left, straight ahead, and there's one upstairs. If at any point during the evening there should be a lack of music, small headphones will drop from the ceiling. To activate them, just pull them towards yourself and make sure that you're listening to good music before helping small children or elderly people. If you have a mobile phone, we ask you to switch the phone to the silent position, but do continue to use it. Do take pictures, video, do Facebook status updates, do Instagram and tweet and Snapchat and Twitter and TikTok and whatever you tend to use your phone for. But do tag us on all good social media. We are at the Bedford Pub. And because we are at the Bedford Pub, it doesn't get any easier than that. The last thing I want to tell you about is the fact that tonight you are not alone. You may feel that we are small in number but big in energy, but we are also sharing this show with many people because we are streaming this show live and direct over the internet to the entire world. It's a big place. Thank you very much. That should really go to Rich, our sound engineer, for the master of ceremonies on the digital reverb and delay there. It was good timing, Rich. Thank you. Especially as I changed mic, right? He had to repatch everything. Now then, we're going to welcome to the stage our first artist. As you can understand, it's tough to be the first act. What's going to happen tonight is we've got 5 amazing, brilliant, eclectic artists. They're each going to play 2 songs. You're going to go crazy and wild with the applause. After each 2 songs, they will leave the stage. The next act will come straight on whilst I'm on stage hosting and trying to find a spare battery in the next 2 songs. And then we will take an interval, and after the interval, we will come back and do the same thing, but in a slightly different order in the second half, and then it'll be time to go home, which just goes to prove how quickly the night goes. Being the first act, though, is always tough. Requires a lot of extra energy, and if you're a nice, loving, super audience, you will welcome to the stage our very nervous first act. So put your hands together and welcome to the stage the brilliant Mr. Tony Moore. Thanks very much. It's good to be here tonight, and so I had a bit of a delayed reaction there, but normally I get a massive laugh for that, but thank you for that. I'm going to do a song on the piano just to make sure everything is working correctly, including me. And As we're doing this, slowly people will be arriving and joining us, which is the point of tonight's musical exercise, to share music. This song comes from an album that I recorded last year, but I haven't released yet. However, I have been doing the live show of it because it's a concept album, it's a big thing, and I thought, let's build an experience first and then release the music later. So for a year, every single month, I've been doing this show. It's about an hour and a half long. It's called Awake. It's a little bit about 2020, my thoughts, my observations, and my feelings. It's a little bit about my reflection on life. For those of us creatives in the first lockdown, when we were told to retrain as coders, it seemed very weird. And it's a little bit about my mum, who got dementia at the beginning of the lockdown, and so I moved in with her and set up shop in her shed with a little studio and doing live streams every night. So this song comes about halfway through the first half, so about a quarter of the way through the show, and it's for her. It's called Dear Life. It's all right. It's okay, because tonight I'm gonna stay holding on to you, holding on to me, holding on for dear life, while the world is on fire, the flames are growing higher. I will do what I do. I'll protect and love you, dear life. Shh, don't you fret, and don't cry. I won't forget. I won't say goodbye. Holding on to you, holding on to me, holding on for dear life, while the world is on fire, the flames are growing higher. I will do what I do. I'll protect and love you, dear life. It's all right. And it's okay, because tonight I'm gonna stay. Thank you very much. You're the best audience on the tour so far. We love you all. It's a one-night tour. It's quite short, but you're definitely the best. Right, we're going to welcome to the stage our first act. As they get onto the stage, get themselves plugged in and lined up and ready to go, you will find out that my job tonight really is to be the glue in between the performances, to get over that awkward silent moment. So all the bands are going to come on stage, they're going to get plugged in, they're going to get ready to perform, and when they're ready to start, I will introduce them. And leading up to that allows me to talk to you at great length about all kinds of things, including a little bit about the history of the Bedford, some musical trivia potentially, and possibly do a Ask the Question of the Host spot. This is where you have the opportunity at any point in the evening to ask me any question you like. It could be spiritual, it could be historical, it could be geographical, scientific, it could be mathematical, it could be historical, it could be hysterical. It could be anything that's keeping you up late at night or something that's just struck you right now, and I will do my best to give you an answer. Oh, you've got a question already at the back. What's your question? What was it like being part of Iron Maiden? Right, okay. How long have we got? Well, it was a long time ago. It was 1977, and I was about 17 and a half. I just left school, and it was my first band, and I moved to London from Bristol, and they weren't famous at that point, and I will tell you more in the next bit, because we've got to get the next act on. But we'll just keep that question going, yes. Thank you very much. Great question. Right, ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome to the stage to kick the night off a massive round of applause for HALLWORTH!
We're going to play a song for you that I released about a year ago called Built to Last. Everyone ready? I don't want to move back to something that I can't quite have. I've been wondering if anything will be that bad, but I think it's that bad, 'cause I've been letting go of everything that I find comforting, giving up on everyone that I find comforting. I'll let go of you, but I'll just sit there in the driver's seat. I'm behind the wheel, I have control of me. Don't think that this has to go so fast, 'cause the good things aren't built to last. I'd say anything to get me where I need to be. Is this everything that my life will be? Do I need more to handle? Feels like half my brain is so convinced that this, and the other half just doesn't want to miss everything else. But I'll just sit there in the driver's seat. I'm behind the wheel, I have control of me. Don't think that this has to go so fast, 'cause the good things are built to last. 'Cause the good 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 things are built to last. I am not alone in this. You're not alone in this. But I'll just sit there in the driver's seat. I'm behind the wheel, I have control of me. Don't think that this has to go so fast, 'cause the good things are built to last. Just sit there in the driver's seat. I'm behind the wheel, I have control of me. Don't think that this has to go so fast, 'cause the good things are built to last. 'Cause are built to last. 'Cause are the good things are built to last. Thank you. The next one we're going to play, I released on Friday. It's actually the first time we've ever played it live together. So we'll see how it goes. I'm sure it'll go really well. It's called Will You Love Me Later? Will you love me later? When you've been through the day, I just need you to hold on. Tell me that it's gonna be okay. Will you love me longer? When summer comes our way, when the mornings are getting lighter, will you still wanna spend them with me? 'Cause I can see it every evening. I'll be right here waiting for you to come home. Will you love me kindly and hold me when I hurt? Let me know the worst parts and never the ones that lost. Will you love me easy on Sunday afternoons? Get up on Monday, come to steal away the warmth with me and you. 'Cause I can see it every evening. I'll be right here waiting for you to come home. 'Cause if you can love me on the days I'm tricky, I'll give you everything I can. Will you love me today? Will you pull me close? It's been one of those days where I could do with you, feeling nothing else. Thank you so much.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the fantastic Hallworth. What a beautiful way to start the night now. Some of you who may have just arrived will be thinking to yourselves, Tony, that was fantastic. They played two brilliant songs, but they've stopped. Will we ever see them again? And yes, you will see them again. As I explained, all of the artists will be playing 2 songs in the first half and 2 songs in the second half of the set, but in a slightly different order. So whilst everybody moves things around, we will get ourselves set for our next artist. Now, at the back of the room, we had a good question. Start of the night, what was it like to be an Iron Maiden? So we can continue that a little bit whilst we're doing some moving around. Yes, I answered an advert in the Melody Maker. Now, you're all too young to know what the Melody Maker is, but the Melody Maker was a newspaper for musicians and the music industry, and it was a bit like the internet in the printed form, if you can imagine that. So if you wanted to find a band, if you wanted to sell some equipment, if you wanted a date, if you wanted information that might be truthful, you never know, you bought the music paper, which is called The Melody Maker. And in the back, the famous part was the adverts. I believe that Elton John and Bernie Taupin were brought together, both answering an advert for a record label that didn't sign either of them and put them in touch and said, you two might like each other. Anyway, it was an advert, and it said, wanted, keyboard player with synth and drummer, no idiots. So I thought about it for a little while. I thought, keyboard player, I've got a synth. The idiot bit stopped me for a little while, but I thought, it's a trick question. I'm probably not an idiot. So I called the number and arranged for an audition. And so I drove up from Bristol in my trusty Austin 1100 with all my equipment in the back, an HH portable 2x12 combo, a Wurlitzer piano, and various leads, and came to a rehearsal room that was behind Mile End Station. This was a band that nobody had ever heard of at this point, an East End rock band. They were called Iron Maiden, and I just have to say that are we ready to go? We'll carry on the story. Oh, hello. A little bit of Maiden on the acoustic guitar there. Yes, was that a bit of Phantom of the Opera? Just testing. Yes, that's right, for Iron Maiden itself. Right, so there you go. We are ready now to introduce our next act. We will continue the story of my travels through the music business after this. So, ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to stage an amazing singer with an amazing voice and some amazing guitar playing over here. Will you put your hands together for the fantastic EVEY?
Hi, I'm EVEY. This is Connor, my friend, who's joining me for the first song. So thanks very much. I'm just so excited to be here. I recently moved here from Copenhagen, and I love London. And this place is amazing. So, yeah. This first song I'm going to play is called Why Do I Get Older? And I guess I'm just a really nostalgic person. And I think when I turned 18, I realized I don't like growing up. So I guess that's what this song is about. Mom, I'm in love with a girl. Dad, I just can't see the world like you do. My mind broke down on the street. Therapy told me I'm a freak. Now I see. I don't know where I belong. Simple thing, where have you gone? I'm much older now. What if there really are no surprises? All we ever get is a bit of time to live and die. Why do I get older? Why did you tell me the world is big? Now I'm just another small town prick gone in a sec. Why do I get older? Sorry I ain't your dream girl. Don't wanna give up my whole world for someone. 1,000 volts running through my brain. Wanna go where I've never been. Will I die? What if I was never meant to be? What they told me I wasn't, I believe. But I'm so much older now. What if there really are no surprises? All we ever get is a bit of time to live and die. Why do I get older? Why did you tell me the world is big? Now I'm just another small town prick gone in a sec. Why do I get older?
took for granted all the things I miss, but ignorance is bliss. Now I know that growing up would only take me far away from what I want. What if there really are no surprises? All we ever get is a bit of time to live and die. Why do I get older? Why did you tell me the world is big? Now I'm just another small town prick on innocent. Why do I get older? Why do I get older? Why do I get older? Why do I get old? Why do I get old? Why do I get older and older? And why do I get old? Why do I get older?
Thank you, Connor, for playing with me. How are you? Are you good? Have you got some? Have you got a drink? Okay, awesome. Okay, so this next song is, I recently went on a songwriting trip to America. And this is one of the songs I wrote on my trip. It's called Puppy on Your Leash. And I guess, yeah, again, being the nostalgic person I am, it's a song I wrote to my teenage self. Not that it's that long ago, I'm 21, but yeah. Puppy on your leash.
Nobody told me I'd be this lonely with someone to hold me. Guess the notebook's full of it. If movies had taught me I don't need someone to want me, maybe I could have seen myself for more than just my body. Go find a man to walk you home. Go find a man to make you feel whole. Tell me you like me, beg me to stay. Tell me you love me, I won't go away. I wanna be everything you want. You can't do no wrong. Tell me you like me, I'll get in the car. Don't tell me you love me, I'll take it too far. I wanna be everything you need. A puppy on your leash. Mom, I know you meant the best with your don't put on that dress, but I could have done without the damage that you left. I wish you had said you're fine on your own. You deserve more than just say no. And you don't need a man to make you whole. Tell me you like me, beg me to stay. Tell me you love me, I won't go away. I wanna be everything you want. You can't do no wrong. Tell me you like me, I'll just to impress you. I bear my chest, I do my best just to impress you. Tell me you like me, beg me to stay. Tell me you love me, I won't go away. I wanna be everything you want. You can do no wrong. Tell me you like me, I'll get in the car. Don't tell me you love me, I'll take it too far. I wanna be everything you need. A puppy on your leash.
Thank you.
Wow. Evie, ladies and gentlemen, making her debut here tonight at the Bedford. What wonderful earworm melodies Evie sings. I heard that in the sound check, and I go, it's just stuck in my head. Brilliant stuff. She will be back in the second half. If you want to find out more about any of these artists, by the way, you can go to thebedford.com and go to our events page and see the listing for tonight. There will be links to all of the artists' web pages. And after midnight tonight, that will then pop into the archives. You just look into past shows and find out more about it. Right. So where were we? We were in Mile End. It was 1977. I had arrived with my Austin 1100 full of equipment to audition for this band. And I have to tell you, I'd never been in a rehearsal studio before. I know it sounds, I'll go on this actually. I know it sounds kind of odd, but in the 70s, if you didn't live in London, things like rehearsal rooms were just very exotic things. We all used to rehearse in my mum's basement in the house, in my school band. Anyway, the thrill of just walking into a rehearsal studio is a strange thing to be able to explain, but it was very exciting. And the hum of the amplifiers was quite loud. How many people have seen Back to the Future? Yeah, a few of you. There's a moment, isn't there, where Marty McFly turns his amp all the way up and the guitar and plugs it in, and there's that buzz before he hits that first chord. It felt like that in the room. There was this sense of restrained power about to explode. And it has to be said, it was quite loud. And we played for quite a while, and I tried to find my way into these songs. And then the band went off, had a little break, and left me, sat there in the room. And then they came back about 10 minutes later. They went, right, you're in. Do you want the job? I went, yes. And that was my opportunity to move to London from Bristol. And when I got to London, I stayed for the first few days with Steve and his gran in Leytonstone as I got my bearings. And then I moved into Kilburn. I got a job in Debenhams in Oxford Street, which is now gone, in the hi-fi department because I didn't really know anything, but I could sell things and pretend that I knew. Whilst rehearsing in the evening. And the plan was, this was the plan. The band was going to be just let me know when you're ready, because I can just keep going. It's all right. So the band was going to be the cutting edge of new British rock music. We were going to have a stage show as big as Genesis. And we were going to be one of the most famous bands in the world. That was the plan. And what an amazing plan, right? And that's what really inspired me to join the band. I found out later on from someone in the band years later that there were no other keyboard players that auditioned. I was the only one. That's why I got the job. But anyway, we'll leave that. There's more to be talked about in a minute. We're really ready to go now. The sound checks today have been so amazing because I know what's to come. So will you please put your hands together for this incredible band and this singer with the amazing voice and beautiful songs. A massive round of applause for the fantastic RAPHAEL TATE.
Hello, 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 everyone. Grateful to be here from Washington, D.C. We call it Chocolate City, baby. So, so I came here just to give you guys a little bit of soul, R&B, reggae, whatever. Just a fusion, man, just to help the atmosphere, whatever. So give it up for my lovely band. My goddaughter right here, amazing singer. So with no further ado, this first song I composed when I lost my dear mother 2 years ago. So kind of pushed me out there because I didn't want her to miss any more moments, I didn't want to miss any moments anymore. So this next song is called Lord, I Need You Near. It's kind of a prayer, you know what I mean? So full orchestration and everything. So with no further ado, Mama, rest in peace. Let's go. So we'll take you to church. Now I'm sitting here all alone. Dear Lord, I need a breakthrough, 'cause I can't handle this on my own. Said I need you to rescue me. The time is winding up, and reality must be faced. Oh Lord, I need you near. Oh Lord, I need you near. Always there when I'm down. Said time and again. She made me smile whenever I frown. Said you were my friend. Guided light when I couldn't see my way through. Oh Lord, I need you near. Oh Lord, I need you near. I want to be free, yeah. Lord, I need you near. I want to be who can love me like my mom? Hold my hand when I fall. Pick me up when I'm down. Said it's alright, son, keep on going. Feel like I lost the best part of me, and my life would never be the same. Oh Lord, I need you near. Oh yeah. Oh Lord, I need you near. You see, my mama called me when she could, 'cause her life was very taxing. She always understood when my load was too heavy to hold. She said, son, I'm praying for you. She said, keep on pressing through, yeah. Oh, mama, I need you near. Oh, come on. I want to be free, free. Come on, wave your hands out there. Hey, Lord, I need you near. Just sing along if you know it. I want to be Cheers, everybody. Thank you. We got CDs back there if you want one. I signed it for you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you got that song on it. This next song is another song that I've done with Jeff Majors. It's a Quincy Jones original, and I was asked to redo it. So it's called Everything Must Change. So me and the band, we'll take a crack at it. Shout out to Jeff Majors. Come on. Y'all feeling all right out there? I said if you feeling all right, make some noise. That's what I'm telling you. In life, nothing stays the same. Everything must change. Everything must change. Nothing stays the same. Everyone will change. No one stays the same. The young become the old, and mysteries to unfold. 'Cause that's the way of time. Everything must change. There are not many things in life you can be sure of, except rain on the clouds, sunlight on the sky, and hummingbirds to fly. Winter turns to spring. A wounded heart 'cause that's the way of time. Yes, everything must change. There are not many things in life you can be sure of, except rain comes from the clouds, sunlight of the skies, and hummingbirds to fly. Give it up for the band, y'all. Except rain comes from the clouds, sunlight of the skies, and hummingbirds to fly. It's like rain from the clouds, sunlight of the sky,
Hummingbirds to fly.
It's like rain from the clouds, sunlight of the sky. Music makes me Thank you.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, Raphael Tate, this incredible band, beautiful music. What an incredible voice. Thank you, Raphael. We were transported to a magical, mystical, and fabulous territory that your voice took us. And wasn't that beautiful? They will be back in the second half with more fantastic live performance. And Raphael has a CD here. They're over at the bar during the interval. If you would like to take some Raphael home with you, then go and see Indy, and she will sort you out there. Right. Now then, we're going to take a couple of seconds whilst we've got our next act in place. We have basically two more performances to bring to the stage, or two performers, rather, to bring to the stage before we take a short break. Whilst we're here, I've been answering a very long-winded answer to a very simple question at the beginning of the night, but I think maybe I should ask you a question, guys. So here's my question to you. Which country has an orchestra that's larger than its national army? No, but I kind of see where you're going there. It would be a good thing if every country had an orchestra bigger than the national army, probably a good thing. But thinking smallish, any other shots out there in the dark? Probably a bad choice of phrase, but anyway. Any random chords there? Dagenham. Should Dagenham become a country, then the Dagenham Girl Pipers Band will probably be bigger than the National Army. But no, let's... the Vatican, I see where you're going there. Very small, is a country, but no, they have a giant army. It's mainly all army. I will tell you, well, in a kind of secure way, of course, in a Catholic way, obviously. Not in a bad way. Now, I will tell you the answer. I'll get myself out of this now. It's Monaco, ladies and gentlemen. Monaco, which is sometimes thought of as a principality, is actually a country. You were going to say Monaco, weren't you? Yes, right, I knew you were. So psychically, you're the winner. Well done. Right, our next performer is a solo artist. So we demand an extra special amount of attention because the focus is purely on 12 strings, 10 fingers, and one fantastic voice. Will you put your hands together for the brilliant CALON?
Thanks, Tony. So, yeah, I'm originally from Wales. I've no accent to go by, and I say really put it on. But I've been living in London for about 4 years now, and I'm going to play some of my own songs tonight. So this first one I wrote, it's called Carving Pumpkins. You never know the next hurts, you never get the last word. This blood was meant to be shed. No, it isn't perfect, still it could be worth it. Was I so easily led? Do you remember we were carving pumpkins after Halloween? Oh, how this modern love can keep you guessing honestly. Maybe that's just me. Tell me it's the last time, and I'll never be mine. It's in my dreams where you tread. Is that him in the picture? I'm looking at the victim. I bet he's back in your bed. Do you remember we were carving pumpkins after Halloween? Oh, how this modern love can keep you guessing, but it's not for me. Oh, I know that holding on puts my heart on hold, and so with every song I can let you go. I know that holding on puts my heart on hold, and so with every song I can let you go. Thanks very much. So both of these songs I'm going to play tonight have not been released, in case you're wondering. But they will be. They'll be on a new EP, which I'm going to be recording in June, of potentially 6 songs if I can afford it. Does anyone know what a matryoshka is in the audience? Stony silence, okay. Okay, so this next song is called Matryoshka, but a matryoshka is it's one of those little Russian dolls that you fit inside one another. But it was also my nickname for someone that was very special to me. So this is Matryoshka. You gave me summer when I gave you rain. You could fill up the cup and I'd get drunk off you again. didn't shout, and you never screamed, but you made me a mirror, and done that I dreamed. But now I'm finding just an addict of memory that told you so and what the others tell me. Why did you not see this coming? We had our fireworks, but cling to the debris. I felt too hard for someone who wanted more than I could be. My matriarch. You're only human. It's good to see. Though this hindsight is cruel, I know it's not the end of me. Another layer I never knew was there. And so I savor the moment when the glance became a stare. And now I'm back again, the addict of memory that told you so's and what the others tell me. Why did you not see this coming? We had our fireworks, but cling to the debris. I felt too hard for someone who wanted more than I could be. My matriarch's girl. My matriarch's girl. My matriarch's girl.
Thank you very much. And thanks for Tony for putting this all on. This is a really amazing venue, and it's probably the biggest crowd I've played in a very long time, so I was a little bit nervous coming on. But thank you very much. I've been Calon. I'll be on in the second half, so thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's here one more time for Calon, C-A-L-O-N. Two beautiful songs. Thank you, man. And as he quite rightly said, he will be back in the second half, as will all the acts. Now, we're going to take this stool, position it somewhere down there, and we got one final act to bring to the stage before we take our interval. It's been an incredible first half so far, and I know that you're going to love the final act. Again, the sound checks for us are like a secret show where we get to listen to everything and enjoy it peacefully and quietly before you all come in, so we know exactly what to expect later on in the evening. One of my joys, having been here 18 years programming, curating live music, is the chance to discover incredible new talent. Some of you may have noticed the pictures around the wall. We've got James Bay over there, and Georgia Smith over there, and Sam Smith, and Jack Savoretti, who's on a big European tour at the moment, or just finished it, I think. Katie Tunstall behind the bar there, Ed Sheeran over here. All these pictures were actually taken on this stage at the Bedford over the years. And we're very proud to have created a space where singers, songwriters, and performers can sound and be seen at their very best. We're also sharing this show with an audience all around the world and an audience up there in the gallery. How are we doing up in the gallery? Nice to see you up there, yes. Tonight is a special night because, of course, we have such a wide mix of artists, many of whom are making their debut here on the Bedford stage. I think we're going to move this to about here. That's my guess. It's just a fraction too high, but pretty good. Good. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're almost ready to go. Yes. Will you please put your hands together? We want a stadium-sized round of applause to finish the first half with our incredible final act, the brilliant Faith.
What's up, guys? You guys enjoying your night so far? The answer is yes. Okay. What's up? I'm Faith. I'm very excited to be playing a few originals that I've not ever performed live before. Whiskey is the only one I have released, which will be in the second set, but that's beyond the point. Before we go on and start playing, I want to introduce my band because they are the reason I get to be up here and play. This is Rich St. Clair, I'm a guitarist. We have James Rampton on the drums and Jorge Arango Cure on the bass. Thank you guys for being here.
Hate and fire, love and desire, you have me longing after you. Mesmerized in skies, locked up in your eyes, I'd do anything for you. Make your demands on me, all caught up in luxury. I never thought we'd get this far. Baby, put your hands on me. I'm feeling like a dog in heat, begging from my broken heart. Love don't have to be true. No regrets, no looking back. Devotion unneeded. This is what I need from you. No strings attached, no questions asked. Devotion love don't have to be. I can't disguise what you do to me, like I'm the ecstasy. I'm no player in your game. I don't have to fuel this flame. Don't you know I can't be tamed? Read between the lines, look me in the eyes. Not like the ocean, 'cause I'm scared of its depth. And I know the expectations growing stronger, obligations getting longer, but I need to satisfy this hunger. Love don't have to be true. No regrets, no looking back. Devotion unneeded. This is what I need from you. No strings attached, no questions asked, no judgment, no sympathy. Love
Thank you so much. That was Lotus. I wrote that like 3 years ago. Actually, most of this music I've written forever ago. Actually, no, every single song I wrote about 3 years ago. That's fine. That was called Lotus. And yeah, next one is called Water.
Can't you live, you're my poison. Left my heart on your doorstep. Sweet angel, let me stay. Can't keep fighting the sensation. Keep testing my patience. Might let you have your way. So what you got in store? I need more of it. Just floating through a days, it's trouble. So what you got in store? I need more of it. Just floating through all the days, it's trouble. There's something in the water, baby. Something in the water, baby. Something in the water, baby. Brought me back to shine. Something in the water, baby. Something in the water, save me. Something in the water, save me. Brought me back to shore. When I'm drowning in you, it's impossible to breathe. I'm afraid that you don't mean the words that you speak. You set my soul on fire, but now I'm finally free. I stop being cautious for you and me. So what you got in store? I need more. Just floating through the days is trouble. So what you got in store? I need more. Just floating through the days is trouble. There's something in the water, baby. Something in the water, baby. Something in the water, baby. Pull me back to shore. Something in the water, save me. There's something in the water, save me. There's something in the water. Wow. Something in the water, something in the water, baby. Something in the water, baby. Pull me back to shore. Something in the water, save me. Something in the water, baby. Save me. Save me. Something in the water, baby. Pull me back to shore.
Thank you guys so much. My name is Faith. We'll be back with the second set. We're looking forward to seeing you then.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, Faith with two eyes, this incredible band, and that amazing voice. Absolutely brilliant. Wonderful way to finish the first half. You have been such an incredible audience. You've listened, you've supported, you've given love, and now it's your opportunity to have a chat, make as much noise as you want, get some drinks at the bar, go and get some fresh air or some nicotine there, but be back in 10 minutes with more great live music. We're kicking off the second half with Faith in about 10 minutes' time. We'll see you then. Bye-bye. Right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to begin the next part of this evening's musical experience. And whilst people are making their way back from the bar and out from having a ciggy and whatever they're doing, I just want to say thanks to all of you for coming down tonight. I know a lot of people have arrived since we started, and a lot of people have never been before. If you're enjoying your Bedford experience, which we hope you do, we do live music every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. It's generally free to come in, but it's worth checking the website, thebedford.com, for more information on the events page, because sometimes there may be a ticketed event or a private hire event. This Thursday, we've got a fantastic country singer called Karen Waldrop, but that's a ticketed event. Tomorrow night, we have my show, which is the show from which I played the song at the beginning of the night. It's free entry. All the seats have gone now. There may be some cancellations, or there will be standing room. If you like a kind of visual extravaganza and an immersive show, then this is for you. I only talk 3 times in an hour and a half. Right? Hard to believe, I know, but that's how immersive and intense it is. So you're welcome to just turn up, and doors are open at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Anyway, all of that is on the website. We've been doing this, as I said, for over 18 years now, and we are thrilled to be a spot where great music finds great audiences and vice versa. Right, I think we're nearly ready to begin the next part of tonight's show. So I'm going to invite our fantastic band who finished the first half so fabulously. Did you like my alliteration there? Got a lot of in that. And that leads us into the name of the artist. What an incredible singer. What I love about Faith is that she is so beautifully poised, and this incredible blues rock voice explodes. And then when you think there isn't any more, no, there's more. And then there's more. These songs are so catchy, so simple, and so brilliant. And thank you so much for bringing your fantastic band and your wonderful music here. So, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please go crazy one more time with your applause and welcome back to the stage the incredible Faith.
Oh, testing. Oh, we're all good. Can I give this to you? Thanks, Luke. Probably not, but that's okay. How was the first set for everybody? We have a good time? Yeah? All right, cool. We excited for the second set? Excited to be able to get drunk and make noise and then go home? I love that that's like the most noise I've heard from you guys all night. Well, we'll be quick, and then you have 3 other bands to deal with, but thanks for being here again, and thanks for loving the music. It's very fun to be able to play my own shit, because I'm used to playing covers and playing other people's music, and this is the first time I've gotten to do my own thing, and I'm so excited to be playing it for you guys, so thank you. I'm so stuck inside my head, feelings that I can't repress. Emotion keep on holding me down, but you say I'm ready now. We go through these motions, I try to hold it in. I need to open up. I'm so stuck inside my head, feelings that I can't repress. Emotion keep on holding me down, but you say I'm ready now. I'm just asking for more than you give, and nothing less than love that is even. I don't need your touch to be feeling it. I keep hiding us. I'm so stuck inside my head,
'cause I want you. Love me, kiss me, make you all mine. Love me, kiss me, I'm naked on the floor. 'Cause I want you. Love me, kiss me, make you all mine. Love me, kiss me, I'm naked on the floor. 'Cause I want you. Love me, kiss me, make you all mine. Love me, kiss me, I'm naked on the floor. I'm too stuck inside my head. Rick St. Clair, everybody. I'm too stuck inside my head, feeling that I can't regress. Emotions keep pulling me down, but you say are you heading now? Thank you.
Now this next one is the only song I have out on Spotify, unfortunately, but fortunately, because you can go find it. It's called it's called Whiskey with no E, so WHISKY, by Faith Lynch. So yeah, go look it up, go listen to it, make me money. Thank you.
While we wasted the walls tonight, while we wasted these doors to fight, while we wasted these walls just tonight, I've been taking my time to think about what I'm doing. I don't know, you just came in my life, fucked everything up one time. What do I do if you leave now? I don't know if I could stay in the crowd. Why did you make it so loud? Oh, we're going through these motions, tears fill these oceans. Cry me a river, build you a bridge. Baby, there's no getting over this, 'cause you feed the flame. I'll feel the fire, been burning down bridges for days in mine. I don't have the patience to wait around. I don't have the time to hold it down while you figure out who you are. And if I believe in our stars, at night I wait for you. To my own demise, I cry, waiting up for you to do something new. Prove something, gotta do something new. Oh, we're going through these motions, tears fill these oceans. Cry me a river, build you a bridge. Baby, there's no getting over this, 'cause you feed the flame. I'll feel the fire, been burning down bridges for 1,000 miles. Gone through these motions,
Thank you so much, guys. My name is Faith. This is my band. Thanks so much for coming out. We'll see you guys hopefully another time too.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time. That's Faith. Incredible performance. And cinematic performance. For me, I was taken. I was in the middle of a movie that's never been made yet. And that performance just took me on this whole journey, this narrative. I could see it all happening. A little bit Tarantino-y, kind of like mystery. Anyway, it was all good fun. Now then, we've got another act to bring to the stage, and that gives me a fine opportunity to tell you more about my story. As you will remember, I've latterly found out, sorry, I'll stand over here. Latterly found out that Iron Maiden gave me the gig as keyboard player because I was the only keyboard player that answered the advert. But that was fine. I moved to London. I was working in Debenhams. I was living in Willesden. I was sharing a room. And I was living the high life. This was London. It was incredible. It was 1977, ladies and gentlemen. London in 1977 was such an amazing place to be because there was still a bit of the leftover direness of the early middle part of the 70s with the 3-day week and the power cuts. And although that's probably coming back soon. Anyway, I don't want to depress you. But there was this sense of energy on the streets. There was this sense of you can do anything you want. This was the era of the fanzines, of people photocopying their own little newspapers and selling them at gigs. This was the era when music was about to explode again, and it was a wonderful time. I will tell you a little bit more about that story in just a minute, but if you've got any other questions, like where I got my shoes from, which isn't that exciting, but I can always tell you, I think it was Asda, in the girls' department, I found that girls' shoes go up to size 8. That's where my feet begin, at size 8. And you can actually get snazzier-looking sneakers if you get the girls' ones, and they're cheaper and more fashionable than the blokes' ones, which are always really boring. So there you go. You didn't ask that question, but I thought I'd throw that little fashion tip in for you. Right, we're ready to go. He played 2 amazing songs in the first half. He's got such a beautiful voice. Will you please welcome back to the stage our good friend, the brilliant CALON?
That was amazing from Faith. Just want to say. Oh. One of the 12 strings is out. There we are. Sounds like shit otherwise. So I've got 2 more songs to play. This first one is also going to be on the EP that I aforementioned. I wanted to write a love song which wasn't necessarily about blame from either side. It was a very kind of like neutral song. And this is about the same girl in the last song that I played. It's called Who's to Blame?
Surprised, I hope it happens for another. Lost in your sights, but I'm reminded this is number. So let us mark the day. Keep me here to play. And I feel so good to stay. Who's to blame? Maybe it's no one. Turn to leave. The heart was open, but Charles is borrowed. You're on my sleeve, and you linger like a shadow. So let us mark the day. Keep me shelter and a prayer. Better than the bait, but I can hardly wait. Dun, 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 dun. Who's the moth and who's the flame, and who's to blame? It's never quite the same. Many things to miss, in nothing close to this. People can be strange, but someone has to change. Dun, 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 dun. Still it felt so good to stay. Who's to blame? Maybe it's no one. Thank you. It's that pesky E string. Yeah, it's okay. Cool. Okay, this is my last song for the evening. If you like what you listened to so far, I'm on all social media platforms apart from OnlyFans and TikTok. Although, I know, it's just the naked truth, not anything else. I shouldn't do stand-up. Anyway, yeah. My name is actually Adam, but Calon is my artist name, C-A-L-O-N. It is Welsh for heart, because that is all of where my songs come from. Yeah, a nice bit of cheese, so to pull on the old heartstrings. This song is on Spotify, so go and listen to it. It is a love song for people who have not found love yet, so if anyone is in the audience having doubts, then this song is for you. It's called Familiar. I see it all in someone new. Above the gray, there's the blue. Pleased to meet you. Don't you know I'm sold? Tease right on cue and leave me feeling cold. Don't make me familiar, and I can do no wrong to you. Who will be familiar? I know that somewhere there's exceptions to the rule. Fool me once or all the time. My neck is on the dotted line. These two gaps there are better I filled. Be the one that sees the day, but not the one who's standing still. So make me familiar, and I can do no wrong to you. I can be a slow dance, and I can be the one that you overthrow. It's just a little romance, or is it something that'll only go to show this will be familiar, and you can do no wrong to me and you. I will be familiar. I don't give up on exceptions to the rule. This will be familiar, and you can do no wrong to me and you. So just be familiar. I know that you're my exception to the rule, 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 to the rule.
Thank you very much. I've been Calon. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you so much. And yeah, can't wait to see what the rest of the second act holds. So cheers. Thank you.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for Calon. Wow, what a fantastic performance. And thank you, Adam. Just showing that you can play things on 12 strings that I can't even play on 6 strings. Incredible finger picking there. Beautiful sound. Right, we're going to move a few things around. I think we're going to lose this tall stool. And I'm just going to demonstrate that unlike the common misconception, I'm a man and I can multi. Task. As I screw a microphone stand to a correct height. I think more like that. And I pulled a pedal. Whose cable was this? I managed to drag this out with my foot as it was going along. Anyone claim ownership to this rather snazzy, slightly metallic looking, bendy guitar cable? I'll tell you what, it must belong to somebody because it's on the stage, right? It's not mine. But it almost caused a severe accident. And that would have been a fun moment, wouldn't it, of course? That would have been a good comedic pratfall on the stage. I'm going to put this over here. Right, so on with my story. It's 1977. It's the summer of love. 1976, the previous summer, had been the hottest summer on record for many years. But this 77 in London was an exciting time, and we were rehearsing 3 nights a week in Scarf Studios around the back of Mile End Station, planning a very important gig. The first gig that Iron Maiden would have been seen with a keyboard player. I haven't really ever told this story before. It was going to be at the Bridge House in Canning Town. And obviously a lot of people were excited to see this new lineup, this whole new direction for the band. And for me, just being in London was the most fabulous thing, because most of us realize that when you live in a country, it's usually the capital city where the music business is happening. If you're in America, it's LA, New York, or Nashville, or if you're in France, it's probably Paris. But in the UK, it's London, right? You have to come to London. So, and bizarrely enough, I was living in Willesden in this one room that I was sharing with this guy called Alistair, and about 5 houses along, Terry, the guitarist in Iron Maiden at the time, was living also, just completely by coincidence. So we used to share car journeys in the... How are we doing, by the way? Are we ready to go? A little bit more to do. Yeah, we're ready to go. So we'll just... Don't worry, the evening's not finished yet. There's plenty more of the story to go. You're getting a little advance of my memoirs now. Right, ladies and gentlemen, will you put your hands together for the band that did such an incredible job at the beginning of the night? The fantastic HALLWORTH! Woo!
Hello again. Thank you for being here. I'm actually actually from 10 minutes down the road. So it's a nice walk home. These lot, not so much. This is Jacob on guitar. We got Luke on the drums. And Cam over here has a long drive home on the bass. Not on the bass. This next song is a song called Staying Over.
The truth is, I don't wanna sort my life out. Only reason I wanna spend the night in is 'cause I've been out too much drinking. I don't want to let go of what they tell me. If I have to keep both ends burning to keep the fire, forget the yearning. But now your t-shirt's in my drawer. If it's gonna hurt, it's gonna hurt more. Don't know how we got here from where we were before. And now your name's stuck in my head. Friends don't believe a single word I've said, but how it won't kill me in the end. 'Cause I got a love bite and a shape for a heart. 'Cause you tore me to pieces and you put it all. And I had a bad dream. You told me it was over, but I guess it's just the way it goes when you never wanted more than saying over. Wanting more than saying over. No. Truth is that you need to sort your life out. Been saying yes to things you shouldn't, doing things you said you wouldn't. I don't want this all to take you under. There's so much good about you. I don't want it to steal your thunder. But now your t-shirt's in my drawer. If it's gonna hurt, it's gonna hurt more. Don't know how we got here from where we were before. And now your name's stuck in my head. Friends don't believe a single word I've said. How it won't kill me in the end. 'Cause I got a love bite and a shape for a heart. 'Cause you tore me to pieces and you put it all. I had a bad dream. You told me it was over, but I guess it's just the way it goes when you never wanted more than saying over. Wanted more than saying over. You never wanted more than saying over. Saying over. You never wanted more than saying over.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us at the Bedford. As I say, this is actually my local pub. So we were actually here on Friday night to celebrate the single launch, so it's only fitting that we're back here. Yeah, this next one is called Controlling.
So sick of this tiny bedroom. Wish I could just find some headroom. Phone tells me I'm chasing something. If I listen, then what's that solving? Cool my comfort at least once a day. Shut the people down and make it okay. Pull you close and then push you away. Constant to leave it to break. 'Cause I'm controlling, sometimes I can't help the way I interfere. Wish that I could leave it all to fate, to make the choice so clear. I could speak the truth, but then you'd have the power over me. Something tells me this isn't the way that we're supposed to be. Some call it trust issues. Recover from tears and tissues. I'll promise that I don't miss you, but I do. I just don't want you to know that I'm controlling. Sometimes I can't, the way I interfere. Wish that I could leave it all to fate, to make the choice so clear. I could speak the truth, but then you'd have the power over me. supposed to be. Maybe it's just like in that poem they say your parents fucked you up. But if I said it, it would disrespect all of their love. It's easier to blame it all on something that you can't control. You just have to change it before all the bits you hate swallow you whole. I don't wanna hurt my family. I don't wanna see them hurt. I'll fight if I feel I have to. Maybe that's worse. 'Cause all you need to know is I'm controlling. Sometimes I can't. The way I interfere. Wish that I could leave it all to fate. To make the choice so clear. I can't speak the truth, but then you'd have the power over me. Something tells me this isn't the way that we're supposed to be. Thank you so much.
Hallworth, ladies and gentlemen, that was a stadium epic performance. Thank you. And we're so glad that you're locals to the Bedford and you celebrated your release here with us. And now you're performing with us, even better. Right. 2 more acts to bring to the stage before this evening is finished, which just seems such a shame because it's going so quickly. But really, the wonderful thing about live music is that it's live, right? So we have to appreciate it in the moment. We have to enjoy every moment twice as much in order that we don't feel that we've been shortchanged by life. Because you can go and stream music, which is great, you can buy it, but there's nothing quite like hearing an artist perform in the flesh. I think you know what I mean. Right, back to my story. So, it's still 1977, but it's later in the year of 1977. The summer is starting to wane, and we're getting ready for our big gig. We're rehearsing like crazy, and it's an unusual keyboard setup I'm using. It's a Wurlitzer piano, and it's an ARP synthesizer, which in the rock world is a strange combination, really. Should be more like Hammond organ, Mellotron, and Mini Moog. But that's all I could afford, and that's what we were doing. And playing all of those great songs that made up the first album, including Charlotte the Harlot, which was, to me, was always such an intriguing title. So, we're nearly finished. Got a few more things to move. So, we get ready for the gig. The Bridge House, ton of people there. And I think our next artist is ready. So I'll tell you more in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we need a little bit of a Bedford hush. Thank you. We've got 2 more acts to bring to the stage, after which plenty of opportunity to talk, make as much noise as you like. She did 2 incredible songs in the first half, both as a vocalist, then as an acoustic guitarist and vocalist, and now as a pianist and vocalist, showing her multi-talented nature. Will you please put your hands together and give a massive round of applause one more time for EVEY?
Wow. Hi. I'm back. Okay. Are you good? Yeah? Are we good? I've been told I was a bit quiet when I was talking before, so now I'm gonna be not quiet. Okay, so this next song is called Someone Better, and I tend to write songs when I'm pissed off, and this is one of the songs I've written when I've been pissed off. Someone Better.
always got something to say, like a fish in the lake, swimming away, but water's dried out. You better cry it out loud. Question the world, sweet little girl, but if you don't agree with public belief, the price to pay, child, your head burned at the stake now. And they want you to stay in the dark, but I'm not gone. How do I start the conversation? How do I fight the fight in hand? Feels like we've been down this road before. How do I see it when I'm blinded? How do I kill the killing man? Feels like we've been down this road before. Whoa, someone better fuck this up. Whoa, a millennium done, blaming the young, quick fix. You ought to know which way to go in a world burning. Depression is the cost of learning. But aren't you tired of this? Living at bliss, a cold gray, carelessly numb. Freedom is the currency traded. Individuality is failing. And they want you to stay in the dark, but I'm not gone. How do I start the conversation? How do I fight the fight in hand? Feels like we've been down this road before. How do I see it when I'm blinded? How do I kill the killing man? Feels like we've been down this road before. Whoa, someone better fuck this up. Whoa, but don't you dare to lose it. Don't you dare to give it up. But don't you dare to lose it. Don't you dare to give it up. 'Cause you're not gone. How do I start the conversation? How do I fight the fight in hand? Feels like we've been down this road before. How do I see it when I'm blinded? How do I kill the killing man? Feels like we've been down this road before. Whoa, someone better fuck this up. Whoa, someone better fuck this up.
Thank you. Cheers. So I've got one more song for you. And I'm just really enjoying this. All these other acts have been amazing, and this is amazing. So thanks so much for putting on the night, wherever you are, somewhere. Yeah, and again, I'm Evie, spelled with an E-Y at the end. And if you like some of the songs I've been playing, you can just look me up on social media, and if you want to. But anyways, this next song is called Comets, and yeah, I guess it's just like, do you know, like, sometimes you just meet these extraordinary people, and they just come in your into your life, and you're like, wow, and then they just light everything up, and you like see everything in a new light, and it's amazing. And then suddenly, poof, they just disappear and you never see them again. And it could be like a stranger at a bar or someone else. But I can't. Anyways, but yeah, so yeah, kind of like a comet like flying through orbit, and it's like extraordinary and amazing, and then it's gone. Yeah, anyways. This is Comets.
There was something about you that burned through the night. As you walked in the door, you blinded my eyes. Yeah, you put on a show, you gave me a fright. You came and you went, never said goodbye. Something about those dark green eyes, something about that crooked smile. And the world wasn't ready for the girl that blew up the sky, but the stars all came out to watch you go by. And I know a thing or two about a movie star. Hollywood smile and drive fast cars. They'll do anything to light up the park. But you're just you just burn where you are. And the world wasn't ready for the girl that blew up the sky, but the stars all came out to watch you go by. La 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 Thought I'd be somebody sometime, but for people like you, I stand aside. Guess I need you to feel this alive, even if it's only once in my life. And the world wasn't ready for the girl that blew up the sky, but the stars all came out to watch you, to watch you go.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm Evie. Thanks so much for being here. Have a great night.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear one more time for EVEY. Incredible performance. And leaving us there with that unresolved cadence. Absolutely amazing. That's the kind of thing that makes you just go, right, well, I better go and see the next gig to find out when the next chord is. That was so good. Right, our final act we're bringing to the stage right now. And tonight has been such a marvelous and magical experience with so many brand new artists taking to the Bedford stage and now becoming part of our extended Bedford family here. For those of you who've never been before, we hope you will become regular return visitors to the live music experience here. I will tell you more about my Iron Maiden story, but it's all coming out in my book, so you'll have to wait and get that. But obviously, I'm not in the band now. So if you want to know what happened, better get the Tony Moore memoirs. However, it's an interesting story because there's plenty more happened after Iron Maiden. 1978, that was a good year. In 1978, I was touring opening for Black Sabbath in a band. But I can't tell you more. That's in the memoirs as well. Then in 1980, I joined a strange progressive rock band and ran away and hid in the country. That's another story. It was a very weird time in Kent, I can tell you. Right, here we go. We've got this in place. We've got that in place. We're about to finish with a performance from an artist with such a beautiful, inspirational voice, such an incredible band, such wonderful musicians who are beautifully tasteful and incredibly talented. And tonight, I think incredibly talented is the watchword for every single person that's been on this stage. For me, thank you. Yes, give everyone a big round of applause. For me, every night that I'm on this stage is like the first night. And I've been doing it for 18 years, between 3 and 4 nights a week, almost every single week. But music refreshes you, rejuvenates you, re-energizes you, and renews your belief in the power of the positive. And this is the place where we can refuel our hearts and our souls with something very special. So, without further ado, will you please put your hands together and give a massive round of applause for the fabulous RAPHAEL TATE.
Thank you once again. It's great to be here. Thank you guys for having me. Hopefully this is not the last time you see me. You know what I mean? So this next set we're going to do is a little bit of Lovers Rock. You know what I mean? We got any Lovers Rock fans in the house? It was birthed right here. You know what I mean? Got to be proud of that. So doing Lovers Rock, and then we're going to do another song and get out of here. So it's called A Fool in Love, and all my music is on my Spotify under RAPHAEL. That's RAPHAELTATE. You can find everything. Let's go. Come on. Come on, put your hands together, y'all. Come on. Could it be a fool in love? Ooh, girl. My mind should blindly see. When I looked into her eyes, I saw my future. So they caught me by surprise, 'cause no one lives in here. So hard to mind and spirit, eye to eye is how we connected. And the feelings that we feel is so real. I'm mesmerized by your style, by your smile, by your charisma. Ooh, hypnotized. You got that glow, and it flows to your essence, and it flows. Hope these feelings ain't in vain. You touch mine. I can get this on my brain. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on. Could it be a fool in love? My mind should blindly see. Could it be a fool in love? Ooh, girl, yeah, yeah. My mind should blindly say, ooh, hey. The way she walk, the way she talk, the way she moves, it takes over me. And I can't deny it. And I can't hide it. Sweeter than honey, woman of dreams. And it is over me, and it flows. Hope these feelings ain't in vain. You touch mine. I can get this on my brain. Get this on my brain, yeah, 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 yeah. Could it be a fool in y'all. Come on, wave your hands like this. Come on. Could it be? Come on. A fool in love. Say, ooh, girl. Say, my mind's too blind to see. Could it be a fool in love? Ooh, girl, yeah. My mind's too blind to see. Thank you. That was written by yours truly. Come on, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We get this next one going. My name is RAPHAEL Tate one more time. Thank y'all so much. Everybody make some noise in here. Go, my love, we don't need no other body. We were made for this moment, so baby girl, just own it. We don't need nobody. I pray that you're safe and okay. No
Raphael Tate, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible performance, incredible band. He has CDs here, so take a little Raphael home with you. Would you put your hands together for all the acts you've seen tonight? For Faith with Two Eyes, kicking off the second half and ending the first half so brilliantly. For the fantastic CALON. For the wonderful HALLWORTH. For the sensational EVEY. For the brilliant Raphael Tate. And would you put your hands together for Rich, our sound engineer, making everyone sound so brilliant? God of audio. For Rihanna and Yola looking after you from the Bedford here, my name is Tony Moore. We hope you've had a wonderful time tonight. Although you don't have to rush home, we are going to open the doors for anyone who needs to move out. We're going to move a few things on the stage because we've got to get ready for the show tomorrow night. But you've been such a wonderful audience. We love you very much. We hope to see you again here soon. And I've left my phone behind. I've just found it. That was me, yes. Anyone lost a phone? Oh, yes, me. So you've all been so amazing. Please just enjoy the rest of the night. Have a chat with the artist. We will be back tomorrow night with the Awake show for those of you who are still in the area. In the meantime, thank you very much and good night.